Hey guys, it's me, it's Jess. So I was gonna talk a bit about dissociation. It's something I'm going through right now, and I just thought I would share my experience, how it's been in my life over the years. I only recently understood what was actually happening to me. So I just understood it as anxiety, which it is anxiety, but I didn't know. I started to dissociate probably about 8 years ago, and I didn't understand. My body would go all tingly and all weird, and I'd start to disconnect kind of, and I didn't know what to do with myself, and it was really scary, and I thought it was just part of anxiety, and which I guess it is in some ways. And I found that I just it would pass. I would just have to kind of work through it and let it pass for a minute or two, and then it would just go away. So that kind of started to happen. And then over the years, I got it more and more. I would get it more so in my bipolar episodes. I would start to dissociate and such. That's the way things go. One thing kind of agitates the other. And then it would just go away when I was well and had these periods of complete wellness. It would just go away. And I didn't really understand it. Kind of sometimes my head would go all tingly, and I would go all tingly on my face, and or I'd wake up after sleeping. I'd wake up and I could feel my arms all numb, and I could feel my body numb because I had had a nightmare or whatever it was. I kind of, over the years, it's kind of gotten worse. When I was drinking, I think I was covering up a lot of that kind of stuff. I didn't want to deal with it, so I drank, which didn't really work in the end. It didn't help at all. It made my problems worse. And I think just this last year, in sobriety, in the first year, I started to experience it more, and I didn't understand it. It was more intense, and it was it could be consistent for a few hours, this mild feeling of not connecting, and being in a bubble, and not in some kind of foggy bubble around me or something like that. And I didn't really understand it. And then recently, just this last 6 months, I've started to really full-blown dissociate. And it's my triggers for it are unknown. It's all unknown at this point. But I have dissociated in a deep dissociated state for disconnected for about 3 days at a time before, with some bumps of being really, I've been somewhere, and then I've been on the bus, and then I've come home with my partner, and I barely had touch of the fact that I was in my own apartment. I couldn't really understand that. I had disconnected so much from reality that I didn't, I do personally, when I dissociate, sometimes I can start acting or whining like a child, or any kind of acting like a child. I feel like a child when I dissociate. So I think there's a name for that. It's a certain type of dissociation or something. But it's like I have a complete split, and it's I'm split in between living in the past of this child and living in the present. And I really I'm living both at the same time, and my body can't deal with it and deal with all this, so it kind of just disconnects, because I'm reliving some things which are unknown at this point, but I'll just completely disconnect. I just have days where someone would ask me, "Oh, well, did you do this today? I need to do this," or take your time at the end of the day to like, go over your day and see where you can improve. And I, honest to God, some days I can't, because I can barely remember, because I've just functioned so much in like just this state of like in a bubble and so like disconnected that I'm just like, just keep moving forward and doing things, but I have no idea how I'm doing them or why I'm doing them, but I do them and I function somehow. And other times I don't function well, and I need a few hours to just chill and reconnect to where I am, who I am, what I'm doing, that I have loved ones around me, that I'm safe, that I have my dog to cuddle, that I have my cats, that I have, and be in the moment as much as I can, enjoying. Sometimes I eat a little bit of chocolate, the taste kind of brings you back, smells, anything like that, something that smells good, or some kind of texture, anything like that, I try to like do, to bring myself back as much as possible. Again, it's like, it's like something that's just going to happen. It's just going to, it's just a matter of kind of almost taking the edge off with some tools, to kind of deal with it. So, excuse me. That's kind of be my ongoing kind of thing right now. I'm still learning and stuff like that. My triggers are unknown. So, what makes it the most frustrating, in my opinion, is that I can go somewhere, I could do something, I can talk to someone, and never have an idea if I'm going to be triggered. I have no idea. So if I was to be triggered, at least I would know, or be prepared, or, kind of be able to work through it a little bit. But like, because it's unknown, it's frustrating that I can't know, So I just go with the flow, take it as it is, try to stick around people who are understanding about it and who like love me, and because I'm very vulnerable, I can freeze up and kind of just sit there like a child, scared child. I definitely feel like a scared child a lot when I get in that state. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. That's my experience. I'm trying to work on, when it does happen, to kind of take the edge off by doing the things I can, and being in the moment, and the smell and the touch and all that kind of stuff. So I can be in the moment as much as possible to keep myself from being too far away from reality, because I have started to really drift in the past. I haven't lately because I've been using my skills, but could really drift away from reality, and I could be gone. I could be gone for like 2 hours. I don't even know where I am. I don't even and it's scary, and I'm vulnerable then. So that's why I like to be around people I really trust too. So because obviously I don't have a connection with me, who I really am at those moments. So I can't really trust myself. So and you're vulnerable. So anyways, with that, that's kind of my experience with it right now, with dissociation. I have trauma therapy, hopefully soon. It's going to come at the right time, though. I'm trusting the universe. It will be at the right time. I will get in. Yeah, so with that, I will let you guys go. Subscribe. There'll be more of these kind of videos coming. I noticed that they're the most popular, and stuff like that. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll make more of my stories, and this is my story. dissociation, what happens with me, how it is for me, what's my experience. So there you go. Okay, everybody have a good day.